yesterday, I went to a convention in Tampa, just a small one. I didn't actually get there until 1, but however, for the 2.5 hours I was there before the whole thing closed down, I was able to get some stuff. Unfortunately, it wasn't any as extravagant as Coolio Vid's fan days, where you got to meet Tara Strong and a lot of other people. Jealous, by the way. But yeah, and unfortunately also I cannot show you on the web because my webcam isn't working. I unfortunately cannot show you what I got, but I'll tell you and maybe that will help. So, first off, got a Green Lantern ring. Finally, I've never really owned a Green Lantern ring or any other lantern ring. So that was one of the first things I got. It was about $1. And the girl there was cute. I got her number, which is awesome. Also, as always, I like to look at whenever I go to conventions, I always like to buy something from the fan alley, like the art alley, like all the people who do their own independent comics and fan art that they sell. I got this picture of TF2 and My Little Pony put together. It's got Heavy Weapons Guy and Derpy together, and it says, "I am Heavy Weapons Guy, and this is my pony." And I was like, I'm in. I like it. There was another one I was debating on getting between. It was with Ash versus Wolverine, and I was like, I want to get that one, but I'll save it for another time because, you know, by that time I already spent some money. So, now on to comics. Now, one of the first things I did was I found this whole thing of just random issues of classic issues of Batman Brave and the Bold, involving him teaming up with Sergeant Rock, Wildcat, Dr. Fate, Kamandi, Adam Strange, and the Creeper. So, also, moving on through Batman, Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, the first 5 issues. This was a comic book series that came out, I believe, in the early 80s or late 80s or somewhere in the 80s. That was pretty much supposed to be Batman's first new solo Batman book since 1940, which back then, before the New 52 and all that, this was basically tales of Batman's early days, you know, back when he was still, you know, it was like post year 1. Yeah, I think so. And this is a 5-part story called Batman Shaman, which was written by Dennis O'Neil, and this also was the following story arc, I think, was Batman Venom, and also this is where Batman Gothic, the Grant Morrison story that I absolutely love, comes from. So I've been meaning to read Batman Shaman. It's the first 5 issues, the first arc, and it's funny too because the guy who sold them to me just would not shut up about. He was trying to get me to buy this comic of Batman Dark Knight Returns, which I could tell you was in horrible condition and not in English. And he said, "Oh no, it's a completely rare find. It's and he's stuttering too, and he just, like, I'm trying to cut the conversation short because I'm looking for other comics and other stuff, and he just would not shut up. And I was like, you know what, because that's the thing I came for. I came for the first 5 issues of Batman Legends of the Dark Knight, and I was like, okay, I got what I wanted. And, you know, I was trying to be polite, but whatever. Following that is the only intercompany crossover comic that I got, and this is one of the things I was looking for, that it was kind of, you ever have those moments where, like, when you find something, you shit bricks kind of moment? Yeah, well, I shit a gold brick when I found this. It is the Battle of the Planets Witchblade crossover. That's right, Battle of the Planets and Witchblade did a crossover. Yeah, and it's got a awesome Alex Ross cover. It's just awesome. I never thought I'd find it. It was $4, and I was like, I'm getting this. I don't care if it's ridiculous. I want this. So I bought it. I have no idea. I haven't been able to read it yet. I'm really excited to, because I didn't think it existed. I heard a lot of things, and I've seen it online, but I've never been able to buy it. The other thing I'm trying to get is the the Superman Thundercats crossover, as well as the Battle of the Planets Thundercats crossover, just because they're so obscure, and I really want them. So that's the other thing I want to get, and I'll probably do a review on this if I can, because it's just, wow, the things you find at a convention. Am I right? But moving on is Daredevil Bullseye, The Target #1, written by Kevin Smith and artwork by Glenn Fabry. And the reason why I bought this, because for those who don't know, this book is discontinued, because we all know Kevin Smith can't finish a lot of books on time. But basically, this was a book that was supposed to be I believe, because I don't know where I don't know what continuity it is. Because people are saying, oh, it's Marvel Universe continuity, and other people are saying it's like the movie continuity after the 2003 movie. And I don't know, I just bought it because it got continued after one issue. It got discontinued after one issue, so I don't know, I bought it because it felt like a novelty, which is weird because I really have a love-hate thing with Kevin Smith. It's not because his writing is bad, I like his writing. It's just that every time I see him on like Comic Book Men, he just sounds so arrogant, but that's just me. I don't hate the guy, it's just that I just don't like listening to him talk. That's the thing. It's weird, I know. But yeah, Daredevil Bullseye, The Target. It's just one issue, but I got it for for the novelty, and it was like 50 cents. And I just had 50 cents on me, and I was actually striking up a pretty good conversation with the guy who was selling the books to me. This is also where I found the Witchblade Battle of the Planets crossover comic, and we talked for a little bit, and I felt like very generous, you know, for 50 cents. I feel like I got my money's worth. So yeah. So now on to trades. The trades I got were about 4 trades. 1 Marvel, 2 DC, and 1 Dark Horse. Starting with Sabretooth Open Season. Now, I got this because I love stories with Sabretooth. I really do. I did a long time ago. I did a review of a Sabretooth miniseries called Dangerous Game, I believe, and that was really good. And I bought this Sabretooth Open Season because the guy was selling it to me for $5, and it was a $10 book to begin with. And he said pretty much all the trades were 50% off, so I got this for about $5. What I didn't realize was who wrote the book, and stupid me for not realizing this, but it was written by Daniel Way, and you all know how I dislike that man. Oh God. So, stupid me for not looking further into this, but I'll read it anyway. I mean, I bought it. I might as well read it. Maybe there'll be something good out of Daniel Way's work. I doubt it. So, following that is 2 trades I got for the price of just $20. Got both these for $20, and I really can't wait to read these. They're both New 52 stuff. And as you know, I'm not really reading any more New 52 outside of Aquaman. But I got these on recommendation because Duke Loops 1993 and The Real Manos talk nothing but good things about them. Now, Manos isn't really reading DC Comics anymore, and the other book that Duke is reading is no longer going to be continued after issue 16. And those volumes are Frankenstein, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I, Vampire, both volume 1s. I saw them, and I was like, how much for both of these at once? And the girl there, who was incredibly hot, she said 2 for $20, just because I think you're cute, and here's my number. No, really, I got her number. Yay. Yay me. I beat you at that, Coolio. You may have got an autograph from Tara Strong, but I got a girl's phone number. Beat that. But yeah, I really look forward to reading Frankenstein, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. I skimmed through both books, and I really can't wait to read them. They look really fun. Manos, when he was reading I, Vampire, doing reviews on I, Vampire, he talked nothing but really good things about them, so I'm really looking forward to that. And Duke really enjoyed Frankenstein, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I was skimming through this, and this is like a cool DC Comics version of Hellboy, so I really enjoy Hellboy stuff. And if it's anything like a DC Universe version of Hellboy, and it's written by Jeff Lemire, the guy who's doing Animal Man. So, yeah, I'm really excited for that. And the other guy who wrote I, Vampire is Joshua Hale Falkove? Hope I'm saying that name right. So I, Vampire might be cool, might get me to like vampires again. Because Twilight ruined it for me, and it's really hard to find good vampire stories sometimes. So, yeah, I'm really excited to read these. And speaking of Hellboy, that was the final trade I got. This Dark Horse Hellboy: The Right Hand of Doom for $5. And this is actually the first Hellboy trade I actually bought ever. Reason being is because Hellboy trades are actually kind of getting harder and harder to find for some reason, at least where I live. And I don't really shop online as much because I don't have a lot of money to begin with. But on the other hand, when I saw this and it was Hellboy: Right Hand of Doom, I was like, okay, I'm in. I mean, I own separate issues here and there, but this is like the first like real Hellboy trade and collected stories I own. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and just having a blast with it. So yeah, I'm excited to finally get like the early works of Hellboy with Mike Mignola, and yeah. So following that is the last thing, and I forgot to mention this earlier, but the last thing I got, and this is the highlight of all the stuff I got at the convention, is a Doctor Who audio drama CD collecting 12 radio and audio drama serials. And the cool thing is, it was $10. It was just the moment I saw this, I had another shit a brick moment, because that was one of the things I was looking for. Classic, because the thing with conventions, they're kind of like the comic book black market. So these are one of the things I was looking for, that and classic Doctor Who episodes that people had recorded. I couldn't find those, maybe because they all sold out by then. But yeah, it was a 2-disc audio drama serial, and I own some audio dramas, but I don't own a lot of them. This is a 2-disc set with a few on each one, and two of them are really ones that I was really excited to get, involving Jon Pertwee, who was the third Doctor, and this is stuff he did before he passed away. So it was funny, I was talking to Duke, and I actually mocked him going, "I have something Duke don't have, yay me." And it's true, I have something he doesn't have, because he has a lot of stuff that I don't have. So it's kind of like a weird pseudo Doctor Who Cold War we're having. And I'm losing. But I got a victory here. For now. The audio dramas in question are The Paradise of Death, The Ghosts of N-Space, and those are the Jon Pertwee ones. One called Sentinel, which is a fan project. Slipback, which is a Colin Baker one. And I'm becoming more and more of a Colin Baker fan. He's my favorite of the classic Doctors. Phantasmagoria, which is a Peter Davison one. Whispers of Terror, which is another Colin Baker one. And The Land of the Dead, another Peter Davison one. And Disc 2, these are ones I actually own. The Fearmonger, that's a Sylvester McCoy one. The Genocide Machine, that's another Sylvester McCoy one. And The Sirens of Time, which is actually one with Sylvester McCoy, Peter Davison, and Colin Baker all in one. And the other one is State of Decay, read by Tom Baker. And finally, The Winter of the Adept with Peter Davison. So that's pretty much all I got. Not a lot, but I'm pretty content with what I have, except for the Danny Way Sabretooth stuff. That's stupid me for not looking into it further. But hey, $5. But then again, it's still Danny Way. I don't even want Danny Way stuff, even if somebody gives it to me for free. Yeah. I know, that's how much I hate him. I hate his work. Anyway, I don't hate the guy, I just hate his work. But anyway, guys, I know I unfortunately could not show you on camera, because for some reason the webcam wasn't working. I tried like 6 times to get it to work, and it still wouldn't. But yeah, unfortunately I couldn't show you. But that's pretty much the haul I got. Not as big as Coolio, not as extravagant as Coolio vids. Sorry. I'm just kidding, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this all the same, and I'm out.